We're coming to the end of the build. I want to tell you about my one big mistake. This is a cock-up. Unless you're as cunning as a fox, as hard-working as a beaver, and as agile as a 12-year-old gymnast, I wouldn't recommend leaving doing the draw slides until the end. This is definitely a job that should have been done several weeks ago before the floor was put in. I'm now faced with attaching this draw slide over here to a place that I can't actually reach from where I am. I'm going to have to use magnetic screws and a magnetic screwdriver to screw that to there, and then I've got to glue and screw in the rail that's going to go on this side, and that one will be even harder because I can't get in because I've got to come through the hole that you're looking through right now. This is a cock-up. Actually, you know, I am a little bit of a drama queen. I've discovered that at arm's length plus this much of a drill, and by using square drive screws which stay really firmly on the driver, I was able to get the screws in and get the slide mounted. And the next thing I was worrying about was how on earth I was going to get in way down there from this, through this hole, to put this slide on. But I've just been having a think about it and I can't see any reason why I can't do this. So here's the other slide on the piece of foam board that's going to be glued in to take it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw it to the foam board before I glue it in, and then when I glue it in, so long as I get it in the right place, Bob's your uncle. Alright, I've just done a dry fit. It's sitting in here just friction only, and I've measured face to face across here, and then I've scuttled inside with a tape measure and measured face to face at the other end to ensure that the two tracks are absolutely parallel, because if I don't do it now, as I said before, not a chance of fixing it. So I'm going to get some glue on it and put it in. As you can see, it's a nice close fit anyway. This is quite a bit more glue than I normally use on other jobs, but I've got to get this right first time. quick check to see if my lines mark up on the inside. There we go. And a block of wood that I prepared earlier, that's going to go in here and push up to ensure a good contact. And I'm going to leave that for 2 or 3 hours to set. Now that the slides are in and everything's glued up and screwed up, the next job is hinging the cover that goes over it. But I've distracted myself by what's going on under the wheel arch here. This will be the last time that I can paint in here, so what I've done is removed the suspension unit and painted in behind here, because when I welded it I pre-painted the turret that I'd made. When I welded it on, I burnt the paint off the inside, so I had to do a paint repair in there. Now's a great chance for me to show you these shock absorbers. They're from the rear end of a Subaru Forester, which is a station wagon. It's used to carrying weight and it's designed for mild off-road. So I thought it was a good budget option for the trailer. I weighed the car. Well, I didn't weigh the car. I researched the weights of the car and assumed that loaded it would be approximately 50-50, and these Subaru Foresters weigh 1,200 kilos. With 4 people in them, I assumed that to be 1,500 kilos, and half of 1,500 kilos is 750. So I'm assuming that these can support 750 kgs of weight reasonably comfortably. I've calculated as I've gone, I've weighed things and added them up, and I'm assuming that this thing weighs 600 kg. I'll be able to find that out very soon when I go and weigh it. What I am discovering right now is that it is coming down onto its suspension quite nicely. I'm pleased.